Alright guys, today we're going to be installing this Aftermarket Assassin's clutch kit. It's one that we put together. We've added a few things to their clutch kit. This is the S3 clutch kit. It comes with primary, secondary springs, primary clutch. It's fully adjustable. We've already got ours set up to what we need it to be at. We've also added the shim kit. These razors they're kind of notorious for not being able to adjust your belt deflection. How high the belt rides on the secondary clutch is what deflection is, and this clip's known for failing. It's also known for not being adjustable, which makes shifting hard. And then we're also going to add this primary fan. We don't plan on putting a lot of heat in this clutch. It's not going to be a hot tune-up in this. It's going to be pretty mild. We're going to keep it on 91. I'll say that much. But we may be changing the tire size, so we do have a helix that will be appropriate for that. We're not going to say what size tires we're going with right now, but they are sweet. They're just not all here yet to show you guys. So for now, we're going to get this clutch installed. That way we're kind of a couple steps ahead of where we need to be when everything else starts to arrive. Alright guys, here we go. First things, getting this belt bent out. This thing's just rubber and it's pliable, so we can get it loose, we can bend it out of there. Put it by the shop, keep it out of our way. Alright guys, we're going to have to get the jack underneath this thing to get that clutch cover off, and we'll be back in business. Alright, gives us a lot more room to work with. I think we'll still be able to push and pull this out of the way. This will give us better access to the primary and really just more room to work with. I'm not going to remove this whole shock. We don't need to for any reason. So for now, let's just work on getting this primary, the secondary off. We'll get the spring replaced, the helix in it, and we'll go from there. I'm just gonna pop that out. It looks like a 14 mil on. This washer we will reuse with our shim kit. This is our factory helix. This is everything we're replacing. We'll put it in our specialty clutch tool we have over there. And I'll give you guys a little show on how to use that tool. We have our own for the shop. I know there's a lot of people who will sell you their tool. They're pretty basic. You can just about make your own tool with all thread. That's essentially what it is. Ours just happens to go in a vise. It makes life a little easier when you're doing it every day, or as often as we do. It's definitely nice to have. The primary you can remove if you have the correct puller. We have the puller. We're actually not going to remove the primary. We're going to do it all in the chassis. Aftermarket Assassins recommends that, and we want to show you guys how to do it in the chassis also. Having the tool definitely makes it a little bit easier. You can do it on the bend instead of pushing. You can push down on the primary spring. This does have tension on a whole lot. It's definitely doable in the chassis, the UTV. So we'll do that now, I guess. We'll do that one, then we'll go to the bench and do the primary. I'm going to hold this up with a bungee cord, and we'll get it up and out of our way. Factory weight. Our weight. We've already loaded them up with our weights. These are all fully adjustable depending on how much toe and heel weight you need. I've got ours set to where I think it needs to be. The only way I'm really going to know is if I just get out there and test it. We'll leave this primary clutch off to test it. I've already installed these clutches in other UTVs before with the same size tires that are going on this one. So I have a pretty good idea of what they need to be. I'm pretty confident that we're going to put these in and they're going to be exactly where I want them. So hopefully no testing and changing anything's going to be needed. I'm going to go get some Loctite to stick on the ends of these. They do have lock nuts, but we're going to put Loctite on them just in case. We don't need anything failing on the trail or out in the dunes. That's how that would normally go on. We actually have the aftermarket fan. It's going to increase the airflow through the clutch. I'm not sure exactly how many CFM it is. I'd have to look back online, but it does help a little bit. So we're going to get that on there, and then we'll bolt this back down with the bolts. And like I said, we'll put a little Loctite on them also, and we'll keep on going. For the primary, it's done. Pretty quick and easy. Like I said, we already had our clutch weight set up, so everything as far as that goes is done. Yeah, we're good to go. I want to make sure that primary spring's set back in that plastic washer. Feels good. Alright guys, so this is how we have our clutch tool set up. These things are all pretty basic. I'm not even sure who ours is built by. It's probably super old. I've been using it for years, but this will give you a rundown on how we take the secondary apart. Slide this in there. This has obviously got a lot of threads. It's built for all kinds of clutches, snowmobile clutches, UTV clutches, a little bit of everything really. But to space this out, we literally just used a socket. So let's slide this down there. Alright, we'll take this over to the bench and we'll get it all torqued down. Should be set. Alright, so originally I said we were going to have to use or remove the snap ring that Polaris has on their secondaries, but in the 2019s it turns out that isn't the case. They've updated it. They have this larger washer that's exactly 9mm thick, which is about what you would normally use on a 2018 to adjust your belt deflection. We haven't had any issues with our belt deflection on this machine. It's not hard to shift. Everything's working smooth. So we're going to set it back to what factory setting. We're going to keep this kit because if we ever want to loosen up our belt deflection, we have this to do it. Or we can tighten it up too if we want to run 2 thin washers only instead of this bigger one. It's a little bit different, obviously. We don't have the, I believe it was a gold washer on the 2018s that filled this void, which is how it is on these ones. So it's got a different washer. We're going to install it all back. We're going to hold on to this kit in case we need it in the future. But if you're running a 2018, we highly suggest you upgrade to this to get rid of your circlip. So let's keep installing this thing. We got the secondary clutch already back on there. Everything's torqued down to spec. Yeah, we're going to keep on going. These belt covers have a little rubber ring all the way around here. Guys lose these all the time. They get torn, they get ripped. Just make sure yours is good. This thing's brand new. It has 2 miles on it, so I'm more confident that it's perfect. We'll get it installed. Alright guys, this pretty well goes over all the tools we use. It's a 15mm for your primary, 19 to pull the, I'm not even sure if 19 was the correct size, but 19 worked to pull the shock off, 19 for your lug nuts, 10mm for your primary, to get to the spring. This is a T30 it looks like. T30 would pull your secondaries, helix, and spring out, 19 to hold the backside of the shock. The flathead to pull your vent cover, and then obviously the rest. This is for your cover itself, and it is a 5/16. Is a perfect fit to pull your belt cover off. And then a couple power tools. Not sure what size this even is. It's pretty worn out, but this is the correct size to get a hold of your primary weights. Flashlight. I measured the belt deflection washers with this. So that's it.